Okay, so I think my Morgan was a little jealous that I've been doing this for 5th and 6th grade, so I'm going to do his as well so that he can look at it and do it. Hopefully, maybe some other kids can get some use out of it as well. We're going to do the poem Length of Time. We already know that it's literary because it is a poem. It's lengths of time, so maybe a clock maybe has something to do with it. That's what I'm going to assume. I'm going to number my lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay. I am going to go ahead and talk about each section. Hopefully, sometimes they don't always make sense, but each stanza I'll try to do some hashtag on. All right, so I'm going to start by reading. Time is peculiar and hardly exact. Though minutes are minutes, you'll find for a fact. As the older you get and the bigger you grow, the time, hurry like this or plod, plod, slow. Okay, so I'm going to put fast or slow for my kind of making up what it's about. Okay, waiting for your dinner when you're hungry, down with the sniffles in your bed. Notice how an hour crawls along like a snail with his house upon his head. So maybe the slow part, right? That was the slow. But when you're starting a game in the park, it's morning, it's noon, and suddenly it's dark, and hours like seconds rush blurringly by, whoosh, like a plane in the sky. So that was the fast part. Okay? All right, that was pretty easy. All right, now we're going to go to the questions, and we'll do some strategies for those. So we're going to have to go back and forth. That's okay. All right. Read line 8 from the poem. They've already put it here for us, so we don't have to go back. Hurry like this. It's all put together, right? The lack of spaces, meaning that it's all together and there's no breaks, between the words creates a sense of, okay, so hurry, it's hurry, right? It's fast, okay? So we want to find something that equals fast, right? So is it a mystery, feeling rushed, happiness, or feeling surprised? So you need to kind of determine which one that is. Number 26, what is the message of the poem? The overall message. That was kind of what we wrote as our kind of what we thought the whole thing was going to be about. It's all about time. It can be fast or slow. Okay, so we could put time can be, I always like to answer my question before I even look at my answer choice. Fast or slow. Okay, F, time moves at the same pace no matter what is happening. And we already said that it's going to be fast or slow, so that doesn't make any sense. Time seems to pass more quickly in the morning than in the evening. Is that always true? If it's always true, good. If not, it might not be correct. H, the passage of time usually noticed more by older people than by younger people. Noticed more by older. What do you think? Or J, time seems to pass at different speeds depending on what we are doing. What we are doing. Okay? Okay, number 27. How is line 21 important to the poem? So I'm going to go back to line 21, and it says whoosh. I'm going to write it. Obviously, it's in the fast section. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go back to line 21. I'm going to underline it, and I'm going to put question 27 by it. Okay. All right. It shows that the speaker is confused. Okay. It shows the speaker has to leave. It suggests the speaker is having fun. or it uses a sound to describe the speaker's experience. Okay, so there's 2 really good answers, but 1 is the perfect answer. Okay. Number 28, in line 1 of the poem, what does the word peculiar mean? Okay, we're going to use Miss Bliss's tried and true technique here. We're going to go to line 1. I'm going to underline it. I'm going to put question number 28. Time is peculiar. I'm going to put time is blank. Time is strange. Time is certain. Time is sensible, or time is cautious. So if you don't know what any of these mean, you want to look those up. If you have a dictionary, great. If not, you can look them up on your phone. Okay. Number 29, read line 12 from the poem. So line 12 is already here, so I don't have to flip back. Notice how an hour crawls along, so that's slow, and crawls along, so it's very slow. Which of these does the poet use in line 12? So which of these does the poet use in line 12 to help the reader understand time seems to slow or pass slowly? A, repetition, B, a meter, C, a line break, or D, rhyme. So what is it? Okay. Number 30, the first stanza is important to a poem because okay, so this is the whole first stanza. That was the first like paragraph kind of. It's talking that time can be fast or slow. So I'm going to put that down there. Fast or slow. And I'm going to go back to that again. I'm going to put a little bracket. Mine, yours doesn't have to look so pretty. It's okay if it's not. I'm going to put question 29. Describes an experience the speaker enjoys. So is it just one experience? Introduces the subject of the poem. Identifies the setting of the poem. Or reveals the speaker's feelings. Okay? There's probably 3 decent answers, but 1 is your best. Okay, that was that. That was it for the first lesson, length of time. We're going to go ahead and read chimpanzee next. Let's see if I can get to it in time. Let me see. I didn't get my book out. Give me 1 second. Sorry, that's my dog, Morgan's pug. All right, we're going to go to page 158. Chimpanzee. All right, we can do the same thing. We can number. Okay. From branch to branch in outstretched arms, from tree to ground I leap. When I want to eat a snack, I stick a stick in a termite heap. So right here he's talking about eating. I use my teeth to rip off the leaves and make the branch all bare, then find the hole the bugs come out and patiently wait there. Okay, so we're talking about how he gets the bugs out. My skinny branch becomes a bridge as brittle bugs climb up the stick. I pick them off one by one and crunch them like potato chips. And that's how he eats them. That's so gross. Okay, so we read it. We numbered our lines and we hashtagged our stanzas. Okay. And let's see if we have questions. I think we have questions in here. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to choose 2. So I'm just going to read through them. And you're going to have to choose which one you want to do. You can pick a stanza from the poem, illustrate it, and write your own explanation of that stanza. So if you're going to do that one, I'm going to show you on here. Let's see, we'll do poetry interpretation. If we're going to do poetry interpretation, we'll choose either stanza 1, 2, or 3. Let's say I choose stanza 1. I'm going to write the explanation. Now, it's going to be more than the hashtag. So I'm going to put eat, and then I'm going to put exactly what that means. And then I can draw what happened in there, okay? So I'm just going to draw a little picture box so that you could draw a picture, okay? All right, if I choose to do the vocabulary, because I have to choose two of the items. If I choose to do the vocabulary, I'm going to take 3 words from it. I'll help you find the words. Let's do termite, heap, and bridge. So of course you're going to need to find the definition, draw a little picture. I'm going to put the little picture boxes over here, and that should be what you need to do for that. Poetry elements, let's see, where are those? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind. I don't have to do it on paper because I have it right here. So I can put my vocabulary words in here. I want to find a synonym or an antonym. I want to find both. So you can split this box into 2. This could be your synonym. This could be your antonym. Remember, the synonym is going to be a word that means the same thing. If you have a thesaurus, that would be a great time to use the thesaurus. If not, you could type in the word synonym and plus synonym, and then it'll give you a synonym. And you could type in the word in your phone and then type in antonym. Okay, and it's spelled right here, so you don't even need to worry. Then you have a definition for each word, and then you write a sentence. Okay? All right, if you choose to do the poetry elements, let me read through those. A stanza is a group of 2 or more lines that together form one of the divisions of a poem. And this poem, we broke it up already into 3 stanzas. So it says, how many stanzas does the poem have? You would put 3. What type of poem is this? Okay, so you have to tell me what kind of poem it is. And it tells you, if you look in your book on page 158, I'm just going to put page 158. It's on the sidebar. Okay, it tells you what kind of poem it is. Line. A line is a row of words in a poem. So how many lines? That's the ones we numbered. We numbered them. So look at the numbers. What do we end with? Imagery or visualization. This is the use of descriptive words to create a picture. I could see everything because it was, it was pretty good. I could see everything. What examples of imagery can be found in this poem? You're going to list at least 2, and you can do that here and here, I think. Yeah, right here and here. Right here and here. So we'll do one together. All right, and then you can do the other one on your own. So let's see. Okay, from branch to, I'm just going to use the first line. Branch to branch with outstretched arms. Remember, you can pause if you need to. Then you're going to put how does this help you see? What do you see when you see it? What do you see? And then you'll do another one and what it helps you do. All right, and then we're going to go to rhyme. Words that have the same sound have a rhyme. For example, bat, cat, sun, and fun. Does this poem have words that rhyme? And what I would do is I would look at the last word. Arms, leap, snack, heap. I think leap and those do, right? So I could put those. Leaves bare out there. Bare there. I'm going to let you do the last one. Bridge stick 1 chip. Okay? And then you have to write those down. Okay? So that's if you choose to do the poetry elements. And then summary, you could just do write a short summary of the poem right here. You don't have to do that vocabulary because that's already on your paper. But if we want to do summary, we could do it here. Just do it on the bottom of your page right here. You could do like a CSPS with it. That would work. The character's setting, the problem and the solution, but he doesn't really have a problem. It's more of an event and an outcome. So if that makes it easier for you to work out, you got the character, the setting, the event, and the outcome. Okay, so if you want to do it that way, and then of course this would be your first paragraph, this would be your second paragraph, and this would be your third paragraph, and you would write that. Okay, now we're going to go to the grammar section, and we're going to choose 3, but we're going to go over all of them so that you can kind of see what that's like. A compound sentence is made of 2 complete sentences joined together by a comma and a conjunction. Write 5 compound sentences using conjunctions, and, but, or. So they gave us an example, so I don't have to give you one. So you would just write that on your paper. You can just do grammar. And then you could put compound sentence. And I'm going to pretend like they don't have the example so that you can see that that would be my first example, and you could do 5. Okay, but you're gonna need to do the extra one. Even though we have an example, you're gonna have to do your own. So Cecilia started sewing after she took 2 lessons. Oh, I'm going to run out of room. And so I'm running out of room, so I should have numbered already. She is still sewing today. So that would have been my first sentence if I had made it up, but I didn't make it up, so I'm going to have to make up 5 sentences. Okay? So that's my compound sentences. Now a run-on sentence, so I'm going to go to run-on, has 2 or more complete sentences that are not combined correctly. The example is, I haven't seen the cat today, he must be hiding. To fix a run-on sentence, write separate sentences. I haven't seen the cat today, period. He must be hiding. So you're supposed to write 3 of those, okay? And then show the example, the correct. So what I would do is put a W. So I'd put like number 1, W, wrong, equals, I haven't seen the cat today. He must be hiding. Now remember, you're going to need to do 3 of those. And then the correction, or the correct way, is I haven't seen the cat today, period. He must be hiding, period. So, but you need to do 3 of those, okay? All right, the next one is complete sentences. So you could do 5 complete sentences. Remember, a complete sentence has to have a verb and a noun, okay? Something has to be doing something, and that makes it complete, okay? So you can do the subject in blue ink and the predicate in red ink. So we'll do one together. I'm going to write it in green, and I'll underline in the colors that we're supposed to do. The cat drank water. Cat. No, you can't use this one. You have to use a different one. But the subject, we're supposed to underline in blue. And the predicate or the verb is in red. All right. So you would do, how many? You have to do 5. And then the same thing, the last one's kind of the same thing, only you just have to circle the verb. So you just decide which of those 2 that you want to do. Basically, you're going to do the first 2, the compound and the run-on, and then you'll do the complete sentences. All right, so the writing, you're going to choose 3 to complete. You can write a poem about a setting, character, or theme of the story in your favorite book. So if you're reading off Epic, you can maybe write a poem about that. You can write down the lyrics to your favorite song. Then you can rewrite 1 to 3 words from each line to create a new song. All right, so do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? And then you could change it. Do your ears fly high? Do they dance in the sky? All right. You can reach for a book around you and open it to a random page. Oh, this sounds fun. Make a list of 10 words that jump out of you. Write a poem using at least 5 of those words. And then alliteration happens when words that appear close together in a line or verse share the same beginning sound. Sally sells shells by the seashore. Now write your own poem using alliteration. Your poem, like the example above, doesn't have to rhyme. Okay, so that was your choice board. And of course, you're supposed to be reading every day. And that is for your ELA for week 1. Oh, I'm sorry, week 14 through 17.